Yeah, I mean, back to back from my Kote round is actually George's. He's also in the Manchester Mavericks 2 team, I think we are this time round. Yeah, so another game versus the Dragon Raiders. It's in fact Dragon Soul 101. So we look at George's deck. George's Elder Sweetling. Like me, he's gone for a sort of not a terrible deck. So it's certainly not a reversal deck, but it's also not one of our best Archon decks. It's sort of slightly higher than middle tier with some tricks in it that you need to learn how to play for when we're on the reversal week. Unfortunately, if we have a look at his opponent's deck, he's up against quite a decent Clyde Archon deck here. It's got logs is quite nice. It doesn't have an E-die, but it does have the double Tau interdimensional graft and double eyeglass, so it's going to get that IG when it wants to hit it. And then the Saurian's pretty good as well. I mean, it's got the disappointing dish that's his Worlds Collide, but yeah, the Saurians with the Golden Spoils, Imperiums, Grisks, and decent bodies are all good. Yeah, it's so I think unless George really plays a blinder, he's going to get absolutely slapped left, right, and centre in this match. Yes, the opponent obviously won the flip. Played out the Dinosaur's Bane, get it out before he actually has any of his own dinosaurs on the table. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? 2 Titan Librarians, but can't have a third creature. So yeah, back to them, and they've gone Saurian. I don't think they don't have any stomps, so it looks like George is going to keep his librarians for a bit, but we commence with one of those massive long button dinosaur. But oh no, we have good Grisked away. Just 2 Titan librarians. I suppose that's reassuring for George. That's the Grisk got, and all it did was take out 2 Titan librarians. Pompetus and a Shrix. That was the wrong order then, wasn't it? That was the wrong order to play that. You should have played out the Shrix first, let it exalted, then Grisked. You could have warded it and then played out the Ludo in the Pompetus. But yeah, obviously a Shrix with a Shrix with a Pompetus is not nice. Okay, at least George got some amber there. Played out the Ember Conduction and an utterly useless Plague Master, but got the Marsday's Ember out of hand. Hopefully that Ember Conduction unit will slightly slow down. The Dragon Soul. He's done the first one that reaps. I guess. So, were I them, if I had any kind of Saurian card in hand, I'd be looking at reaping with the Strix, reaping with the Ludo, fighting with the Pompetus. In this case, I think you fight with reap with the Ludo first. Not having a think. Excuse me. Yeah. Not sure yet which house do I want to go with. But I'm struggling to see anything as good as just going Saurian. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you're in Saurian. Yeah, Reap with the Ludo, stun it. Reap with Shrix, exalt it. Punch the Plague Master in the face with the Pompetus. So, yeah, they actually just went for the Reaps. George had a not particularly. Oh, yeah. So George had a not terribly bad turn there actually. Got out the streak, put out the Dustin, but then he immediately killed it with the Scullion. I mean, it's still looking like Saurian is a good turn for Dragon Soul. Killing that streak might be nice. I mean, maybe they didn't actually. Maybe they didn't redraw a Saurian. No, they're going Logos. Yeah. So obviously they got their key off the Shrix. Puts Shrix in killing range now of Scullion. Yeah, I suppose it was. No, it wasn't quite. Oh, well, that's the streak dead then. Shame. Yeah, killed by that plasma. It was a shame that streak could have kept them on that one card less that's clearly hurt them in the last couple of turns. And there we go. So all George did really there was get an Amber off the Scullion and then clear the board with a Gateway. That's not an unreasonable turn for George. That ball was starting to get away from him. It's whether he can get back in on this first key before Dragon Soul gets too far into his second. Dragon Soul's using the opportunity to pitch away a load of discards for Amber. Yeah, not a great turn from George. I mean, he's got bodies on the board, I suppose, but it was, two of them were already stunned, and there was no Amber. But equally, the Dragon Soul's board isn't exactly great either. One rock drop's not rocking. So we're waiting on Dragon Soul again. Oh, he's gone Soaring, I was going to say. And Wajata. Just thinking, does George have he's got an old one balance. I was looking to see if he's got any kind of way of taking that off the table. It's particularly now. It's now next to a Trisurian Legion that's warding the rock grab. Okay, that's weird. Oh, well, you got Imperium, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I was going to say that was a strange choice of ward. But if you got Imperium in hand anyway. So yeah, George now a clear key behind. Building up his archives, but still didn't get to key. Yes, we've still not made key. Whilst, yeah, Dragon Soul, if you go, oh, he's gone disc, so if he went up Soaring, he'd definitely be key. But let's see what he'll do. Yeah, if I awarded this for the rock group there, we were kind of, you know, suboptimal because he couldn't go back to hand, so it ends up stunned still on the table. What have they got now to put them onto? Oh, a no name. What are they going to target? Oh, they purged their own dinosaurs by. Must admit, our person will be targeting my opponent, but oh, and in fairness, take George away from that key again. Just can we see what's? There we go. It's not a great choice, is it? Really? Lab work at it, and Mars needs Amber if you fancy. I think I'd take the two lab works. Or they're going to try and purge their own to streamline. No, it's not worth taking out your own. Oh, another no file. Alright. So that's not a bad turn for them, and George is still not got that first key. He's built up a reasonable archive, but yeah. But yeah, Josel's now got to check on his second key. How's George going to take him off? There's not that many ways in George's deck. Oh, Logos, and took all the cards. Reap, Archimedes. Oh, wormhole into the Twink Drum, okay. Help a bot. There we go, off we go with the Martian Generosity. Zedwax. Archives the Martian Generosity. Yeah, this is what this deck does. Yep. Yeah, he's pretty much got almost all his deck in his hand at this point. And he'll basically set himself up for basically you know, 2 Martian turns now. He'll just go MG, he'll just go abduct. So Dragon Soul's on the clock now. So whether he can basically if he's not careful, what's going to happen is George is going to key abduct multiple times on his next turn. I think if he gets it, if George plays it right, I think he can do it. It's just I don't think he's going to get to key himself. Obviously, you can purge something from George's deck if you discard if you want to, but actually at this point that's a liability. Just makes it easier for George to get his abduction and generosities back. So let's see how we go, because I think George is going to get at least 2 off. So reap, play out the sky boosters. Well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Archive the helper bot, yeah. And then what? Yeah. So 1 generosity, 2. Order one bomb, that's pretty rough at this point. That's just going to smash the board. Oh, he's damaged them all. He's going to play the Mars in his amber as well. Yep, so the only thing in his discard pile is now the MG. Play out. There's no point, you're going to key abduct. I was going to say, why are you doing that, George? So key abduct, get another one. Right, this is when George basically goes mad. So, reaped with everything he could, put the Sky Booster Squadron back in his hand, put the Helper Bot in the archive, played Orbital Bombardment, killed a bunch of stuff, put 3 damage on 3 creatures, then played Key Abduction, because obviously he had all those cards from last turn, so he Key Abducts. So he's only got a couple of cards now sat in his discard. He's got what? The Orbital Bombardment and the just the Orbital Bombardment really. So he then key abducts, gets a key for free because he's got a hand size of 20 odd at this point. Plays at the Mars needs amber, captures all of Dragon Soul's amber onto their own creatures. Plays Martian Generosity. What does he get back? Well, he gets back all the basically the 2 cards that are in his discard pile, which is the Key Abduction and the Orbital Bombardment. So he then plays let's get this right. He then plays Key Abduction again to get his 2nd key at this point. Oh no, he plays out Feeler to draw the 1 card that's in his deck, which is the Martian Generosity. Plays Key Abduction, so he gets his next key. Now the only card in his discard pile is Key Abduction, but he's got Martian Generosity in hand. But he's also just returned the Dominator that was next to the Feeler to his hand. So he plays out another Mars creature, triggers Feeler again to draw the only card that he's got in his discard pile, because his deck's zeroed as well, which is the Key Abduction. So plays the Key Abduction again for a 3rd time that turn. 3 keys, 1 turn. Boom. Game ended. George wins. So that's why he's playing Elder Sweetling. If you line that up and your opponent doesn't realise that's what you can do, Dragon Soul didn't realise he could do that. I think that was actually... it would have had to have taken 2 turns, but if Dragon Soul had killed Phil the Researcher rather than reaped, George couldn't have done that. But as it was, he let Phil the Researcher live, so it was 3 keys, 1 turn. So yeah, there you go. That's again, yeah, the Dragon Soul's like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, that's what it does. If you get it set up, it'll free key you in one turn. It's a trick, you know. You've got to know how it works. You've got to prepare for it. So if you give that someone as a reversal deck, then just not going to be practiced enough with it to see that that's how it works and that's how you can trigger off. I mean, obviously, George nearly lost that. George had nearly lost that before he got it set up. He was going to probably get 2 keys. If Healer was dead, he'd get 2 keys this turn. He's bought himself some time with the, that Mars Needs Amber. But was he going to be able to pull it off again next turn before Dragon Soul disrupted him so he couldn't? Don't know. Don't know what's in Dragon Soul's hand. Who's to say? But there you go. Just thought I would do a recap of that. That's a really nice, one of those sort of combo style tricks to see. There you go. Right. Now I've got to see if I can stitch this into the other one. And then we can see what Kevin's going to do for our third and final.